levels dropped to 66, so here we go. Hey everyone, so it is about 5:30 in the morning. I just rolled out of bed to go and feed Lucy, my daughter, for her breakfast, and my blood sugar levels are currently at 70, so I'm going to watch it closely. I have some glucose tablets here next to me just in case I start to drop while feeding her, but we'll see how that goes. Day in the life of a new mom. Well, I have spit up all over me. Lucy just spit up everywhere. She's having some acid reflux, so we get a lot of spit up all over our clothes these days, don't we, sweetie? My levels are still at 70. They did not drop while feeding Lucy, so I did not eat any sugar. I'm now about to drink my coffee, which coffee actually does not spike my blood sugar either. I know for some type 1s it does, but for me it actually doesn't. So I'm not going to take any insulin for my coffee as well. I do drink it just black, so sometimes I'll add some milk, but today I'm actually not going to. So it shouldn't spike my blood sugar. I should stay around the 70 mark. Usually, sometimes when I'm at 70, I'll eat some sugar because I don't feel too great, but right now I actually feel fine. So maybe my Dexcom is off a little bit. We'll see. I can't wait for this coffee. Ian and I are currently waking up about 2 times per night. He usually takes the first shift, but once again, when you're breastfeeding, you have to still pump in the middle of the night to keep your supply up. And so I'm still waking up when he's feeding her with a bottle. He'll feed her that way, and then I'll come down and pump during that time. I only pump for 10 minutes, so it's not too bad, but then I go back to sleep, and then I take the second shift. It kind of varies what time that is at night, but this coffee is really needed right now. One thing to be aware of when you're newly a mother in breastfeeding is your blood sugar is most likely going to drop. So the first 2 weeks of having Lucy, and I would be breastfeeding or pumping, I would drop. My blood sugar levels would drop. And I was going down to like 45, and that's mostly when I had insulin on board, but still I would go down to 45. And thankfully I was told through social media to have sugar everywhere. Wherever you tend to breastfeed, have sugar like in every corner. I even heard somebody put like sugar in their couch, which I thought was hilarious. But anyway, so the key here is, let's see if I can reach it. Things you can't do anymore with a baby is like reach things. Okay, hold on, honey. Oh, see, okay. So I have my glucose tablets ready for when I'm breastfeeding right here. You can have any snack. I personally love glucose tablets just because they bring my blood sugar up pretty quickly, and whoops, I know exactly what it will do to my blood sugar. So that's usually what I do, but Lucy's a month old now, and so my blood sugar levels aren't dropping as much now that she's a month old, which I think is kind of interesting because it did drop the first 2 weeks, but now it's kind of leveling out. Like, for example, I just breastfed and my levels stayed at 70. So typically they would have dropped before that, but now they're not. Why? I don't know. But I'm kind of happy about it because it is a hassle to like worry about feeding her and then also feeding myself when my blood sugar goes down. So that's just another thing that type 1s have to worry about that other humans don't have to worry about. So if you are pregnant currently or a new mom, make sure you have sugar of some sort around your house everywhere, because when you're breastfeeding, you don't want to have to get up and find sugar. That's like the worst. My other tip is breastfeeding makes you so thirsty, like unreal thirsty. So I always have to have a water bottle by me because it's like she's taking the hydration away from me or something. And then I'm like, I need water. So other tip, keep a water bottle close by when you're breastfeeding. Okay, so it is 7:40 a.m. Lucy finally just went back down for a nap. She was pretty much screaming for the past 2 hours. So I am going to try to get a 30-minute workout in. I am actually currently 1 month postpartum. Lucy will be 1 month tomorrow. Actually, by the time you guys are watching this, she'll be a month already. And you're technically supposed to wait like 6 weeks to work out. So I haven't been doing anything crazy. I've basically just been doing some upper arm workout with really light weights, like 5 pounds, and then also some ab rehab, because when you're pregnant and your belly grows, basically your abs get destroyed and they get separated. So I'm basically just trying to rehab them right now and also do some stretching. So that's what I'm gonna try to do for about 30 minutes while she's napping. Let's hope she sleeps for 30 minutes. We'll see. My blood sugar currently is at 84. So I did have that coffee and my blood sugar did go up about 14 points. So nothing crazy, obviously. But I'm glad I'm at 84 right now to start my workout. We'll see if it starts to drop. I'm doing like a weightlifting type of thing, so I doubt it will drop, but you never know. So first off, don't mind the way I look. Once you have a kid, you literally have no time for self-care. And so I did a little workout this morning and I'm about to eat my lunch. So I am going to eat a yogurt bowl and I am on MDI. So I just take a shot of insulin when I eat my lunch and I'm going to take 5 units for my yogurt bowl. It's like 12:30 p.m. right now. I didn't eat breakfast. I typically do. I typically have my yogurt bowl for breakfast, but today, just because of Lucy, I was like running around. So I actually ate a beef stick. I have Larissa's in the pantry, and that is what I ate for breakfast. So I don't take insulin for that because there's literally no carbs. So I just ate one really quick because she was screaming ballistic this morning. So I apologize, but I did not film that. But I am eating my yogurt bowl now for lunch. And let's see, my blood sugar is actually at 66. So I took my insulin and started eating immediately. I am now eating whole milk yogurt, and the brand doesn't really matter to me. I don't care as long as it's plain yogurt. I don't like the flavored kind, but I have switched to whole milk because I have found out that whole milk does not spike me as much as skim milk. So while I don't want that added fat, it is really nice to not have to worry about my blood sugar spiking as much. So now I eat whole milk yogurt, plain flavor. And then I add in whatever fruit I have. So today I just have blackberries, raspberries, and blueberries. And then I added Purely Elizabeth granola. So I don't always use Purely Elizabeth. Sometimes I don't like it because there is a lot of added sugar. But today I felt like celebrating and making a special treat for myself and adding Purely Elizabeth granola. I just buy like their original flavor. And then if I'm not using Purely Elizabeth, I will just literally make my own granola with nuts, and I'll include like walnuts, almonds, pecans, and I kind of make my own. There's a bunch of recipes online, but I add vanilla, cinnamon, olive oil, and a little bit of maple syrup. Not a ton though, because once again, that's sugar. So I add like a little bit, but not today. I don't have any of that in today, but I'll probably do that soon just so I'm eating a little bit of a healthier granola. But yeah, so that is my lunch for today. I took 5 units of insulin. I'm about 1 to 15 right now for my insulin to carb ratio. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Typically, I wouldn't take as much if I wasn't using Purely Elizabeth, but once again, there is a lot of added sugar in that granola. So I take a little bit extra. I would say typically I take like 3 units for my yogurt bowl if I am using my homemade granola. So that's my lunch. And I'm actually currently just watching the Olympics. Lucy is down for a nap, so I got to take advantage of being able to eat lunch. Okay, so I cleaned myself up a bit. Lucy went down for a nap, so I had to take advantage of the shower. And it's been about an hour since I had my yogurt bowl for lunch. My blood sugar is 90 going diagonal up. So I'm going to watch it to make sure it doesn't go too high because of that purely Elizabethic granola, but it should be fine. So I'll keep you updated. We're going on our walk of the day. Lucy's here and sweet boy Ralph is here. Ian just went into our local coffee shop to grab a coffee, but it's about 4 p.m. and my levels are at 83. So don't you worry. I got those glucose tabs with me again. Okay, so I am about to start cooking dinner and I wanted to show you the zucchini dish. So this is what it looks like. Super nice because it's literally already put together and I just have to put it in the oven. So this is what we will be eating for dinner. I will show you what it looks like afterwards, but I'm pretty excited about it because zucchini obviously doesn't have like any carbs. So maybe a little bit for the veggies, but like obviously not as much as pasta. So I'm pretty excited about this meal. So the zucchini will be done here in a few minutes and I'm going to take my insulin. So I'm gonna take 2 units for the zucchini pasta dish. Yes, zucchini does not have that many carbs. However, there are meatballs in there with breadcrumbs. And so I have to account for the breadcrumbs, the protein, the fat, all of that. So I'm taking 2 units for this zucchini dish. Check it out. Zucchini pasta dish. Plate is clean. It was delicious. What did you think?
It's very good. Thanks to the cooks.
His parents. We just finished dinner. My blood sugar is at 69, so I might have to eat some sugar. We'll see. Or I can wait for the pasta to kick in, but I don't know if it will because there weren't any fast-acting carbs. So we'll see. My levels dropped to 66, so here we go. Probably should have measured that out, but I'm just gonna take a guesstimate. It's about to be bedtime, but we are just enjoying the roof right now because it's super nice out, and don't mind me because I'm wearing white strips, which is why I sound weird. And my levels are currently at 90, so hopefully it stays at that point for bedtime, but I'll update you right before we go to sleep. Okay, so it's almost 9 p.m. It is almost bedtime for the 4 of us. My blood sugar is at 69, so I'm gonna eat some glucose tablets and then we're gonna watch some TV and go to bed. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. I will see you next week. Peace.